that I got from a dying purple alien.
Max is cooking up a Lantern series, and that means we'll be getting a bunch of chances to catch the Green Lantern Corps' classic bad guys in action in the DCU. Here's the cream of the crop. With James Gunn doing a makeover on the DC Universe, fans are keeping a close watch on all the reboots happening. Gunn is taking charge of Superman Legacy, and there's also Batman the Brave and the Bold in the works. Casting calls are going out for loads of Justice League heroes, and even villains are getting a shakeup, like Nicholas Hoult stepping into the Lex Luthor shoes. There's talk of Sean Gunn possibly rocking the role of the new Max Lord as a villain, but DC diehards are hungry for deets on the TV shows in the works, especially the Max series Lanterns. Word on the street is that this story is going to throw Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart into a mystery ride, digging into some shady business at the core of the fresh DCU. While we're still waiting for all the juicy details, one thing's for sure, this show has a buffet of spine-chilling villains to pick from, and they could seriously shake things up. Neptunes Nightfall. Get ready for the mother of all crises as Nekron steps into the spotlight, emerging from the creepy land of the unliving. His claim to fame? Pulling the strings behind the Blackest Night, where he used Krona as a pawn and Blackhand as his avatar. Nekron's grand plan involved resurrecting heroes and villains, unleashing a legion of zombies, all to harness the eerie energy around him and reboot the entire cosmos using the Book of the Black. If Lanterns want to go all out, Nekron is the golden ticket. This isn't just a story, it's a statement, a promise that the new DC TV shows will dive deep into the pages of DC's blockbuster comics. Picture John and Hal globetrotting through various worlds and Earth, uncovering the mysteries of Nekron's sinister tome, the Black Lantern, and figuring out William Hand's role in the whole macabre affair. And that's not all. Cue in other heroes and the Corps, giving the series the weight it deserves. Nekron's master plan involves turning Earth into the epicenter of chaos, making him the Green Corps' ultimate nightmare. It's the perfect excuse for Hal and John to revisit their old stomping grounds, trying to prevent one of DC's most colossal disasters. Fatality's Love Odyssey. Meet Fatality, out for revenge after a little oopsie by John wiped out her homeworld, Xanshi. She joined the Yellow Corps and even donned the Star Sapphire bling, all in pursuit of the ultimate power to take down her enemies. Now, forget about the done-to-death romance of Hal and Carol Ferris. It's time to shine the spotlight on John and Fatality. These two lovebirds started a forbidden romance, adding a whole new layer to John's usually by-the-book demeanor. Fatality's got a tragic backstory that could turn her into a sympathetic villain, and when she starts setting traps, it's not just John she's after. Enter Kyle Rayner, another Lantern on her hit list. This storyline breaks the mold by reminding us that the Green Lanterns don't just tango with male villains. In the comics, John helps Fatality find redemption to the point where she joins the Green Lanterns. Now that's some juicy potential for John, giving fans a taste of justice in the live-action realm. Star Sapphires Wrath. Forget the tired old love story between Hal and Carol. It's time for Lanterns to flip the script and establish Star Sapphire as a force to be reckoned with. Carol's not just another romantic subplot, she's the enemy this time. Taking a page from the comics, Lanterns can paint Carol as a cynical, aggressive villain who thinks her Star Sapphire Corps can outshine Hal's crew any day. Now here's the twist. Hal's grand plans hit a snag when he discovers Carol is the one mining their homeworld for weapons. This shady move mirrors her comic counterpart, where she developed a subconscious third identity known as the Predator. Drama alert. The mental battle between Carol, the powerful Sapphire, and the invasive Predator persona led to tragedy. Carol ended up killing John's wife, Katmatui. This sets the stage for some serious emotional roller coaster. Lanterns can weave a narrative where Hal grapples with the dilemma of helping Carol find redemption, despite her dark deeds. The spotlight then shifts to John, questioning whether the ex-military man is willing to perform the galactic exorcism the comics explored, attempting to save Carol's vengeful soul. Will he aid in her redemption, or will he understandably betray Hal in the conflict? This isn't just your run-of-the-mill superhero tale, it's a nuanced saga filled with love, drama, and action. Think Season 2 of Loki, diving into complex themes of identity, destiny, and the struggle for redemption. Sinestro's sneaky business. In the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern flick, Mark Strong takes a turn as Sinestro towards the end, but that whole movie gig got the boot pretty fast. Now, here's it for the Lanterns to bring Sinestro back back into the limelight. He used to be a Green Lantern, but now he's all about his yellow core, thinking fear can bring peace and order. Sinestro's been pulling this stunt in comics, cartoons, and movies, but fans just can't get enough of his bad guy charm. So how about the Lanterns shake things up by roping Sinestro into the mix? Maybe he's eyeing up Hal's mission for his own gain, because let's face it, Sinestro's a sucker for power. Since he used to be Hal's teacher, this could mess with Hal's head big time. Plus, it gives John a crucial role, making sure Hal doesn't fall for Sinestro's mind games. Picture this, Sinestro becomes such a big deal that he might even join the Legion of Doom someday. It's a genius move for the show, setting up a classic clash and raking in those ratings. Atrocitus Unleashed. Meet Atrocitus, the big boss of the Red Lanterns and one of DC's top-notch villains. Now, DC TV has a knack for bringing monsters to life, like Doomsday in Superman and Lois, and those quirky werebutts in Doom Patrol. With a decent budget, imagine what Max could do to give us a taste of the fearsome Atrocitus, who's all about mixing action with spine-chilling horror. Fueled by rage, Atrocitus could stir up trouble for Hal and John, maybe pulling some moves to grab whatever MacGuffins he thinks will boost his cause. In the comics, he's been a major headache for both Hal and John, so bringing him into the mix feels just right. Atrocitus loves roaming the cosmos with his crew, including Dex-Star and Bleez, but he's got a special passion for making Green Lanterns' lives miserable on personal missions. Plus, he's got some history with Abin Sur, the Green Lantern legend. Abin Sur used to drop by Ismalt, a place Atrocitus kept an eye on, creating a perfect setup for him to cross paths with the Green Corps. It's a classic case of Atrocitus figuring out if the Lanterns can save the galaxy or if he needs to turn the Starways into a bloodbath to take over the whole cosmic shebang. William Hand's grave affair. Say hello to William Hand, the guy who grew up surrounded by coffins and cadavers thanks to his family's funeral home. But here's the twist. He went from funeral homes to a life of crime, earning himself the name Black Hand, all thanks to a major upgrade courtesy of Jeff Johns. Now, Black Hand has this nifty Black Lantern that can bring dead DC heroes and villains back to life, thanks to the infamous Blackest Night event. Post-Crisis, he even tried to destroy worlds by weaponizing the Source Wall, making him one of DC's top-tier cosmic baddies. So imagine this, Hal and John get the call to come back home and track this guy. William, the serial killer, loves leaving behind cryptic clues, giving the whole chase a vibe straight out of HBO's True Detective and The X-Files. It's not just about solving crimes, it's about realizing that every corpse and trail of death has a deeper meaning. Plus, William's not just your run-of-the-mill villain, he's a genius inventor who can even steal the Lantern's ring powers. No worries about him being outmatched. This guy is a combo of mental and physical threat, a real wild card in the Lantern's deck. And that's a wrap. Which villain are you most excited to see wreak havoc in the DCU? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're buzzing with anticipation, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive updates.